the stories now. We're going to go to Thursday's Express. Josh, great news for pensioners.
Yes, state pension triple lock hike set to smash inflation, but may trigger a huge backlash. So this is the never-ending debate over the triple lock.
Yes.
And essentially it was...
Describe what the triple lock is.
The triple lock is basically pensions are either going to be going up by 2.5%,
yes,
or inflation, or wages.
Okay.
One of those, so it guarantees, so whichever the highest of those
So pensioners are going to be okay, in other words?
Yeah, essentially, but it was frozen in 2022 to
and caused a bit of a problem when it was frozen.
Yeah, it did cause a bit of a problem, but last year it went up by 10%, so they were quids in. This year what's going to happen is, interestingly, they take it from September, the inflation rate, and everyone was assuming that it was going to be still quite high, but it's actually going to be lower than what the wage increases. So it basically means that they're going to, pensioners are going to be getting about an extra, I think, £700.
Yes.
£800, up to 11,000. And then what's going to happen, weirdly, they're saying, is in a couple of years, it looks like they might start having to pay taxes because the tax threshold is like only about £12,000 or whatever.
I see.
So there's going to be this weird crossover period.
OK, but Nick, I think the hallmark of a civilization is how well we treat our most vulnerable, including our elderly. So it's surely right that they are properly remunerated.
That's one argument. The other argument is it's in place...
But just leave them in the cold.
Well, no, the other argument is it's there because they vote Tory and that they're boomers who already have all the property and maybe they don't need this. And people say it's an unworkable policy. Many people say this. Former Lib Dem guy said it was unworkable. Someone else suggested a double lock where you take out the earnings element, but you still have the inflation element. So there's different solutions. A lot of people think... I mean, obviously, when you phrase it like that, I look like a monster. But,
that was the intention.
But it's also not very... If you were self-employed, you don't get it. My parents don't go much of a pension because they were largely self-employed.
But doesn't a state pension only go to people who don't have an existing pension or existing income? So it isn't like old people who've got lots of money who don't need it.
Yeah, there's that, but...
You have to have earned enough. You have to have contributed enough to...
Right.
The question is it fair on younger people? And the question is also how we afford it, because pension costs went up £6 billion to 110 billion last year, and they're projected to be 135 billion by 2025.
Right.
So it's how do you pay for that?
Yeah, well, we're paying for it and whatever. And yeah, essentially, so UK wages are on a course, to increase faster than prices. Obviously in this room.
Well, speak for yourself. Right, we're going to move on to the Telegraph now.